Empire Season 2, Episode 9, Sinned Against. I almost forgot to give you guys this review, but girl, with the hecticity, is that a fucking word? With how hectic the holiday week was, I almost forgot to give you guys this review because, girl, honestly and truly, I thought today was Sunday, girl. I seriously thought today was Sunday since we, everybody pretty much had Thanksgiving off. It kind of threw me off by a day. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, girl, this is going to be, like I said, the review for Empire Season 2, Episode 9, Sinned Against. It's probably going to be a little bit all over the place because I do have some notes, but I kind of just want to talk a little bit about the episode, about what I thought about it and all that good stuff, girl. Because I didn't want to miss an episode because I'm trying to keep up with the consistency of the reviews and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to get off on that inconsistent stage again. And I cut myself a little bit right there. I don't know if y'all can see that where I scratch myself with my finger. But anyway, so the episode starts out with Biblical Fox, aka Candace, which is the sister of Cookie and Carol. Basically, they're in Philadelphia and they are searching for Carol, okay? And, they can't find her. They've looked pretty much everywhere. And Cookie basically tells her, look, we need to start posting some, we need to go where we pretty much know that she's going to be at, which is her old hangout spot, which is the crack house, okay? We need to go into these crack houses. But of course, Candace is, everybody got that one person in their family that's really uppity, okay? Y'all know what I mean by uppity. They got that one person in their family that thinks they better than everybody else, even though we all grew up together. We all lived in the same house. We all probably wore the same damn drawers half of the time. But you always got that one that think they're a little bit better than everybody else. So Candace is the uppity one in the family. I mean, Cookie and them got money too, but Candace is married to this, this wealthy white man, and she feels like she's just, all that. This is all that. And of course, Hakeem is back at the OK Corral doing some shit, trying to promote his, the little situation that they're about to be having. So he got some folks hanging flyers and all that type of shit, girl. So that's what's going on with that. Then next thing we see Hakeem and, Gladys Knight from Gladys Knight and the Pips, the lead single from Menage a Trio, whatever the hell the name of the group is. They're practicing. Then all of a sudden, bitch, we see Boo Boo Kitty ass sitting at the crib eating some goddamn ice cream, watching them on Periscope, just stalking the fuck out. Boo Boo Kitty is going crazy. Like I said, I know some people say, of course, she's pretty much lost now. She's not with Lucious anymore. She's not working with Cookie, so she's pretty much broke. She's looking for a come up. But I don't know if now she's just pretty much looking for the best for her child, if she's just looking for a come up at this particular point in time. I don't really know. But Boo Boo Kitty is going crazy. So like she's watching them on Periscope. And she's just, she's crazy. Clearly. You can look at her face and tell that she is cuckoo for fucking Cocoa Puffs, okay? So, the next thing we see is Candace and Cookie there, walking around the crack houses and all that stuff, and they're looking for Carol, but of course they cannot find her. So that's pretty much what they're doing. They're scavenging crack houses to see if she's in the crack house, okay? Then overdose or some shit like that. Then there's a press conference for, I was going to say Andre, a press conference for Jamal, with the whole Pepsi situation. And he has Alicia Keys, which, on the show, she's Sky Summers. She is going to be working with him on this new album and all this type of stuff. So they're doing this press conference and all this good old shit right there. So that's what's popping off with that whole little scene right there. The next thing you know, the kidnappers show up back at, Cookie's place. And they tell Pretty Boy they're ready for their money. Now, they don't want to wait for their money. They ready for their money now, okay? He basically tell them, look, the deal is off. Y'all need to leave. We ain't doing this shit no more. So they like, no, we want our fucking coin. So Pretty Boy Floyd pulls the gun on their ass. He was like, look, I told y'all the deal is off. And the man was like, what happened to, for life? You know what I'm saying? We in this for life. So he pulled the gun on. He said it's either for life or for death. Basically telling them you either gonna get down or lay down. You either gonna leave or I'm gonna kill the fuck out you. It can be for death if you want it to be for death. You feel me? So yeah, the kidnappers came and they ready to collect. But of course, Pretty Boy Floyd is like, the deal is off. Okay, it ain't time for us to collect right now. I don't know. You guys can let me know what you feel about this. I think Pretty Boy Floyd is probably starting to develop a little, feelings for Cookie. I honestly and truly think that he probably really was developing feelings for Cookie. But when you have betrayed a person like that, that's just like if you are married to a man right now. I want, for those ladies and gentlemen that are watching this, if you were married to someone, male or female, married to someone for just say 5, 6, 7, no, I'm gonna say longer than that, 10 years, and you find out that they, just say your sister or your brother was murdered, and you find out that they were part of the crew that murdered your sister or your brother. You know what I'm saying? You got some people who like, girl, that's, I know I kind of went on in a little rabbit hole right there, but you know, if this motherfucker kidnapped your damn child, you know, shit, same damn difference. But if you found out the person that you were in love with, the person that you was married to, had something to do with the person that's, you know, was in your life, your family member, or, you know, somebody like that's life, and they killed him, and you found out that that person did it, yeah, I will tell. I'm sorry. Period, point blank, exclamation point. You know. So, yeah, Pretty Boy Floyd, he basically tell, like I said, but I think he really starting to develop feelings for Cookie. I don't know. But that's what happened there. He tell them to get out and all that good old shit right there. So back in Philadelphia, Cookie tells Candace that she got to go home. You know, Cookie got shit that's popping off because Hakeem is blowing her damn phone up. Where you at, mom? And she was like, boy, I told you. Okay, I had some business to take care of. So, you know, Hakeem blowing her phone up and all this type of shit. And she knows that she has to get home to, you know, promote and get back, you know, for this event that they're about to have. So she's basically telling Candace that I can't be riding around all day in Philadelphia looking for Carol, okay? Apparently Carol disappears all the time, and Cookie was like, well, y'all ain't come looking for me when, you know, I was away. And Candace was like, well, we knew where the fuck you was, which is true. We knew you was in jail. You know, Carol, we don't know where the fuck she is. She could be somewhere in a ditch somewhere dead and overdose. Somebody can have anything. So we knew where you was, even though you was in jail, but we knew you was safe in jail, okay? So, but she tells her she got to get home and all this type of shit. And Candace is like, you know, she feels like Cookie knows what happened with Jamal, okay? And Cookie is like, I don't know no more than you know. You know, pretty much, I don't know no more than you know. Basically, Cookie's trying to, you know, deny that she knows anything that happened with Jamal, okay? So, of course, Candace blames Cookie and all that good shit, saying it's all her fault. She got Carol and Jamal into this whole mess, and that's the reason why Jamal is dead, etc., etc. So, Cookie decided she's going to leave Candace ass, you know, with the car and everything. She tells her, you can keep looking for Carol if you want to. I'm finna catch a cab, okay? Because at one particular point, Cookie decided that she was going to head back to New York or whatever. So, Candace tells her, you know, if she finds her dead, then she's going to blame the shit on Cookie. So, Lucious then bought Andre and his wife a fucking mansion, y'all. Of course, because, you know, she's pregnant now, and Lucious is a sucker for babies, okay? He's a sucker for fucking kids, and especially by him, you know, he's overjoyed because he, you know, especially by Hakeem, excuse me, Hakeem dropping the last name Lyons, by this, you know, her saying that this is a boy, and I think she's lying about that as well. I want y'all to comment down in the comment section about what you think about that. I honestly and truly think she's lying. At first, I was thinking she was lying about being pregnant, but, you know, the pregnant belly is there unless she got a fucking, unless she faking that too with a damn, one of them prosthetic bumps or something. But I think she's faking the fact that it's a boy, because Lucious is overjoyed about it being a boy because he wants the boy to carry on the lion legacy. You know what I'm saying? So he basically bought Andre and his wife this mansion because, you know, he said only the best for his grandchild, you know, only the best for his grandchild. You know, he's the next generation, and he's going to be able to carry on the lion name. So that is one of the main reasons why Lucious is so overjoyed about this baby, okay? So Hakeem decides that he wants to talk to Pretty Boy, okay? Pretty Boy Floyd. He said he saw them dudes come in, and he basically wanted to know what the fuck they wanted, okay? Because he said they scaring, you know, the you know, Gladys Knight and the pimps and shit. I mean, naturally, you got these thug-ass dudes coming up in, you know, the studio and shit like they ready to wreck shop. Well, what the hell is going on? I'm gonna be scared. Motherfucker, what y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna shoot us some shit? So they scaring them by popping up and shit like that, which is natural. So Hakeem pretty much wants to know what the hell is going on. And, Hakeem wants him to make things great for this second show because they're depending on him and all this type of stuff. And he's like, look, I got it. But, you know, of course, oh boy, no, he pretty much then fucked everything up. He pretty much know everything is fucked up now. They don't have the venue. They're not going to be able to use that Plus now you done pulled a gun on these dudes, so he know it's only a matter of time before shit showing up get real ugly. Because we already know that them kidnappers not just about to leave and never show up again because he told them to get out and pulled a gun on them. We already know it's finna be some fucked up shit, okay? So that is what that is. So, Lucious is, decides that he's going to pop up on, call Cookie on the phone. And he called her and basically he's asking her, we're telling her that he needs her to sign over the rights to her share of the music. Because if you guys don't know, when they first started out, when they were working together, Cookie does partially own a lot of those songs. But he needs her permission to release those songs to the streaming, these people. He wants to sell the music or whatever so he can have enough money to do what the fuck he needs to do. But she tells him, look, nigga, we not about to do that, okay? Motherfucker, you showing up trying to bankrupt us because if we sell that, motherfucker, that's pretty much all we got. We sell that shit, nigga, we through. We ain't gonna have no money left. This nigga done already basically sold over his fucking life, y'all. Lucious then went crazy as hell. So as she's walking, talking to Lucious, she runs into Rosie O'Donnell, which apparently, I'm assuming, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, I should have watched it again, but I'm assuming that Rosie O'Donnell was she in prison with Cookie? Was she in jail with her? I'm not even 100% sure, but was she in jail with her? I'm not, or maybe she was an old neighbor or some shit, but I think she was in prison with Cookie. So Cookie runs into her. And, she's a baker. So they go into this bakery and all this type of shit. And she basically is talking to, Cookie about the good old days and all this type of shit. Then she tells her that she thinks she might know where Carol is. Okay. So basically she's going to show them where Carol is. Okay. So Lucious, Jamal, and Alicia Keys and the manager, they're back at the house. And they're, Jamal is playing a song for Alicia Keys. And at first she doesn't really like it. She was expecting a more edgy song because that wasn't really her style or whatever. And he tells her they should, write something together. Since you don't necessarily like this, let's do something together. Put your own little spin on it and maybe we can, see what we can do if we do something together. Maybe you'll like it a little bit more then. Okay? So Rosie O'Donnell is showing them where Carol is and they find her. Of course, she, fucked up and all this shit. She throw up on Candace's shoes, girl. She is a hot, shitty ass mess. So they take her to get some food, and Candace basically tells her that she's going to bring her back home with her. But of course, Cookie said, no, she can come live with me. So basically, they're arguing back and forth like, look, you got to choose who the fuck you going to go with. So, but Carol decides that she wants to go with Cookie, okay? She decides that she wants to go home with back to New York with Cookie. And Candace is going to keep the children while she goes with Cookie and, gets herself together, okay? So, all right, Lucious is talking to Hakeem, basically asking him if he's going to keep his last name or what the fuck is he going to do because, if he decides that he's going to, keep his last name, he can sign him on as a full partner in this whole music streaming thing and basically they can make a whole lot of money and all this type of shit. And, he basically tells them how he bought Rhonda and Andre this house and, all this type of shit. Basically telling him all of the money that can come out of being a partner in this whole music streaming service, okay? But of course, Hakeem tell him, look, I can't be bought. At first, he was thinking about it. I could look at the look on the motherfucking face and tell he was low-key thinking about deciding to go ahead and keep the last name so he can get a little bit of that money. But of course, he then tells him, look, I can't be bought because we already know Hakeem and Lucious don't get along. Lucious done already told Frida she more of a son than Hakeem is to her. So that's some fucked up ass shit to say. But, Hakeem basically tells him pretty much, fuck you, I can't be bought. Let's move the fuck on swiftly and professionally, okay? So Alicia Keys is back at the studio. At first, girl, when she was singing, I was like, damn, she sound bad, girl. But, that's people have bad days. That's just me, though. And Jamal is like, he liked what she's singing. And, she tells him that she envies him because he can pretty much sing about what he, what his life is about and what he's experienced and all that type of stuff. And he's in charge of who she is. And she feels like that if she does that, then her fans will turn on her. You got some people that if they feel like you're changing too much, they'll flip the script on your ass in a second, okay? So all that good shit. So she's basically telling him about, you know, how she envies him and she wishes that she could be in control of her own, you know, her own music instead of, because, you know, when you have producers and all these other people who are in your ear and they're giving you these ideas, a lot of times you can't just, you can put a little bit of your own spin on it, but a lot of times you got other people who are in charge of exactly what the fuck you doing, these labels and shit. So she basically envies him because he can do what the fuck pretty much what he wants to do, and he can sing about what the fuck he wants to sing about, and she feels like if she does that, then, you know, her fans will pretty much turn on her. So, okay, Rhonda is back at the house. If you guys don't know who Rhonda is Andre's wife, okay? She's back at her house, and I guess she done invited Anika over or whatever, and she's basically, you know, Anika's like, what you gonna do with this big gigantic ass house? Boo Boo Kitty is fascinated that she got this big gigantic ass house, and she was like, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to fill it up with babies, because she already know that Lucious is, like I said, he's a sucker for fucking babies and all this shit. And she basically tells her, you know, what Lucious then went and bought them this big fine ass house and all this shit. And I can tell Anika is, I mean, you can see damn diamonds and shit just glistening in her fucking eyes. And she basically tells Rhonda that she's in love. And of course, Rhonda don't know who the fuck she in love with. She don't know shit about Hakeem at this particular point. She don't know that Anika and Hakeem have been fucking. And she damn sure don't know that Anika is pregnant with Hakeem's baby. So she's telling Anika that she's in love. And she tells her that, you know, it's somebody that she tells Rhonda is somebody that she don't know. And Rhonda tells her a story about how back in high school there was a girl, well, no, in college there was a girl who liked Andre, and she ended up cutting the girl ponytail off or some shit in her sleeve and sent the girl a picture and tell her she keep fucking with Andre, she was gonna fuck her. Girl, that shit was funny as fuck to me. So she tells Anika pretty much to take down anyone who gets in the way of her love for whoever this person is. But of course, like I said, Rhonda doesn't know that this person is Hakeem. So I'm pretty sure if she knew this person was Hakeem, she wouldn't be telling this crazy motherfucker that. But she tells, Rhonda tells Anika, don't let nobody get in the way of the person that you love. And that's some fucked up shit, because we already know Anika done goddamn put on a wig and she was the Uber driver taking old girl from Gladys Knight and the Pills Menage a Trio back to her damn house. But now she know what it's good, live at, and all that type of shit. I low-key thought that she was gonna probably dump her ass in the river somewhere, but I guess she just wanted to see where she lived, just in case one day she decides to go and, you know, off her ass or something, girl. I'm assuming she just wanted to know where the fuck she lived, just in case she needed to go and, you know, off. Just saying. Okay, so that's pretty much what's going on with that. She basically, Anika is at Rhonda and Andre's new house, and, you know, they having a little conversation and all that type of shit, okay? So, okay, Cookie is at home now. She didn't left New York because of, she didn't left Philadelphia because, of course, they found Carol. So now she's back at home, and Lucious pops up. And when Lucious pops up, you know, he's rubbing all on her and shit. But she thinks it's Pretty Boy Floyd because she's sitting in a chair from the, you know, she's facing the opposite direction, and she realizes it's Lucious and shit. But basically, Lucious is basically trying to, no, I'm skipping ahead of myself. Am I skipping ahead of myself? No, I'm not skipping ahead of myself. And basically, this is when he's talking to her about, you know, signing over her rights to the music and all this type of shit. And she's like, niggas, you dumb, okay? You literally trying to bankrupt us right now. So that's what's going on with that whole little situation. She basically tells him, no, I'm not signing over the rights to the music because you are not about to. If we lose the rights to our music, if this shit flops, we have absolutely nothing. At least if this shit go down in smoke, we at least have our music to bank on. You know what I'm saying? But this nigga trying to get rid of everything because he needs the collateral, pretty much. Okay, now, so her boo thing pop up while Lucious is there, of course, and Lucious feels some type of way to knocked over a damn bottle of wine and all this shit. Like, I see you sleeping your way to the bottom, etc., etc. So Lucious a little pissed off, a little salty because she won't sign over the rights to her music, which I don't blame her for not doing. So shout out to Cookie for deciding not to do that. So Hakeem is having this party situation, and of course Anika pops up unannounced, of course. And Hakeem basically wants her ass to leave. At first I thought she was finna go ahead and spill the fucking beans. She basically tells this lead singer that she was pretty much watching their performance and it was, you know, pretty much it wasn't shit. That's basically what Anika in layman's term was telling her, motherfucker, yo, you bullshit. You nothing. Motherfucker, you cannot perform for shit. She's basically downing this chick. And she tells Hakeem he can do so much better, okay? And pretty much, of course, we know better in her eyes is her. And, of course, she walks out. This motherfucker is, when I tell y'all family, she's all kinds of crazy, okay? So Lucious is working something out. Andre walks in and tells him nothing else will work. We gotta have this music, or it's pretty much we can't do it unless we got this music. So, you know, so if she don't sign over the rights to her music, we can't, it ain't shit we can do. So Lucious tell him, no, we got to find another solution. She's not going to sign over the rights to her, you know, her portion of the music. So we got to find another solution. And he tell him, you know, so Andre suggests selling pieces of Empire. And Lucious like, no, you know, motherfucker, we start selling pieces of Empire, you know, but that's pretty much goddamn sure enough going down to the bottom of the barrel. So he tells him, no, find another fucking way. So, you know, that's what's going on with that. Then Lucious is at the video shoot with Alicia Keys, and she tells Lucious that, you know, she can't stay, and, you know, she just can't stay on. Like, she gotta become, you know, come into herself, be able to do what the fuck she wants to do. And that's one of the reasons why she's ready to step out of the box and work with him and Jamal, because they do basically do what the fuck they want to do. They don't pretty much listen to what the masses say. They just do what the fuck they want to do pretty much in hopes that people will love it, okay? And that's what she wants to do. So Andre shows up and Lucious tells him, sell everything, okay? Motherfucker, he tell him, Dad, nah, well, look, we can't do it. Look, okay, just go ahead and sell everything. Get all the little bits and pieces of sell the shit. So we can go ahead and do this shit and be rich. And of course, Andre sitting there with a little smirk on his face. Some shit finna fuck up. Some is finna go down, okay? Something is serious finna go down. So Cookie is questioning old boy about why he wants to change the venue, because he's telling her we gotta find another place. She's like, no, this is the perfect spot. We already got shit set up. I want this venue, okay? She said she ain't moving it. And he tells her to trust him. She said, no, you know, I'm trying to trust you, but motherfucker, you giving me, you know, you making me feel some type of way. I don't necessarily trust you right now, because why the fuck are you just trying to change up the game on me this damn quick? You know what I'm saying? So she's feeling some type of way. And she, you know, wants to know why the fuck he wants her to move this venue so quickly. We already know that the kidnappers came and he didn't pull the gun on the man and told him dealers off all this shit. So we already know that's the reason why he wants to move. But of course, she doesn't know at this particular point. So Lucious shows up all of a sudden, and he spills the beans that he's been investigating Pretty Boy Floyd. He said Pretty Boy Floyd is one of them bull motherfuckers. He was like, don't you got the brand on your back, of course? So of course, Cookie runs over there and pulls his shirt down, and of course he got the bull brand on his back. And Cookie, he has of course, you remember he had that gun in his back, you know, in the back of his pants. So Cookie pulls out the gun and put it on his ass. Like, what's up, motherfucker? Okay, so you seriously one of these people who kidnapped my motherfucking child, and you been fucking me crazy and all this type of shit, and you seriously them betrayed me like this? So he tells Cookie, you know, he's sorry for all the shit that happened, but he honestly and truly fell in love with her. He tells her that he fell in love with her and all that type of shit. And, you know, Hakeem pops up because he's with the Lucious as well. And she gets Hakeem, and her and Hakeem leave. But as her and Hakeem are leaving, she hands the gun to Lucious and closed the door behind her. So Lucious is in there with his goons and shit, because her and Hakeem done left. So Lucious is there with his two goons, and Pretty Boy Floyd is there, and Lucious got the gun, and Cookie and Hakeem are gone. So we don't know what the fuck didn't have him in that room with Pretty Boy Floyd and Lucious. We don't know if Lucious done killed his ass. We don't know if Lucious got him tied up in there. We don't know if he let him go. So we don't know what the fuck is going on with Pretty Boy Floyd at this particular point in time. Do you guys think that Lucious killed him? What do you think happened to him? Do you think they done killed his ass and buried him somewhere? What do you think happened to Pretty Boy Floyd in that room? Do you think Lucious offed his ass? Yay or nay? Leave that down in the comment section down below. Okay. So Hakeem invites Anika over to his house and all this stuff, and he tells her she has a problem, and she tells him to stop fighting, and she knows that he loves her and all this. And he's like, look, Mom, I don't love you, okay? I do not love you. And she tries to tell him again that she's pregnant, of course, and he basically goes out, you will never be a lion. You will never be a lion. Pretty much, you know, like I said, she was trying her best to tell him, spill the beans, I'm pregnant with your motherfucking baby. But of course, he started going off on her, telling you will never be a lion. You can quit trying so hard to make me love you. I do not love you, and I will never love you. You will never be one of us, okay? So of course I guess that was all she needed to hear. So she left. So I'm still trying to figure out how the fuck. But of course, I'm pretty sure since next week is going to be the last episode, that she's going to spill the beans in next week's episode. And it's, of course, we're going to have to wait however many months until the new season before we, see what the fuck is going to transpire with this whole little situation. All right. So Cookie is in there crying, acting a fool, throwing shit and all this type of stuff. I mean, she's pretty much pissed about the situation, and anybody would be pissed about the situation at this point. You've invested so much time and effort into a person. You've started to develop genuine feelings for a person, and you find out that this person has betrayed you. You can, I mean, anybody who is, who has a heart, a genuine heart and a genuine love for a person would feel some type of way if that person betrayed them, okay? So Carol tries to help her, and she was like, let me help you, of course. And then Cookie basically tells her, look, you got to go to rehab. You can't just sit. If you want to stay with me, you got to go to rehab and all this shit. And of course, at first, Carol doesn't want to go. But I'm so happy that Cookie decided that she was going to send Carol to rehab to get herself better. Because you can't just sit in the house and just, I mean, maybe some people can go cold turkey. I've never been a drug addict. But people who are on drugs need to seek professional help, okay? So Cookie decides she's going to send her to a rehab before, she comes back and live with her. Because, of course, she can't live with Cookie just willy-nilly, just sitting up in there, having the desire for crack and all the other shit she probably was dibbling dabbling in. So Cookie is going to send her to rehab, okay? And, of course, like I said, she says no, she said, and basically she's telling her what happened to Jamal is neither one of their fault. And she tells her she got to, get herself clean and all this type of shit, like I said, to stay with her. And back at the OK Corral, Jamal and Alicia Keys are in there, and they're doing their thug thizzle together. She got a little song going, and they are, collabing together, and it sounds awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome. And all of a sudden, they get done. He goes over and she tells him, still telling him, I admire you so much. I know you said you're my biggest fan, but I'm your biggest fan because I envy you because you do so much awesome and amazing things. So they're doing their little thing, and all of a sudden they get real cozy and all this type of shit. And bitch, Jamal and Alicia Keys, Sky Summers are lip locking. Bitch, so of course that's what threw everybody through the loop for the whole fucking episode was the fact that Jamal is kissing a woman. Because we all know that Jamal is, is a gay man. So the fact that he's lip locking with Alicia Keys, aka Sky Summers, really has everybody like with their mouth wide the fuck open, like thinking like what is going to happen next with this situation? Is Jamal bisexual? Is he, going to say that it was a phase? Or what the fuck is he going to say? Is he straight? Now, what we trying to figure out what the hell is going on with him. Is he bi? What is going to happen with him and Alicia Keys? Or was there just an innocent kiss? So it's going to be interesting to see what the fuck is going on in the next week's episode. It looks like it's going to be crazy. So I'm really, really excited for next week. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what you thought about this week's episode. And answer all the questions that I asked you throughout the little review recap situation. And I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.